Yo, welcome to the KaneSaid Sports Show, and I'm your host, Kane Bradfield. And y'all know my slogan, the fame is free, but the grind costs, baby. Yo, what's up, everybody? Thank y'all for tuning in to another episode of KaneSaid. Y'all know my slogan, the fame is free, but the grind costs, baby. Listen, I got a special guest in the house, man. We're going to talk some turkey today, man. Man, how you doing?
Doing good, man. Doing real good.
Yes, sir. Look, man, let the people know who you are, baby.
My name is Jumaane Brawner, originally from Manchester, Georgia. Program based out of Thomaston, Georgia.
Okay.
Yeah. Blessed S.A.Q.
Yeah.
That stands for speed, agility, and quickness.
I dig that. So, okay, big dog, you from Manchester, man. Tell me, man, how did you start falling in love, man, with training? You know, how you start falling in love, man, with recruitment or just impacting the youth, man? Give me that, man. Give me that background, baby.
Well, first off, I start off with my own experiences, especially coming out of high school, being an athlete. Was a 3-sport athlete, but I ended up getting scholarships in football and baseball. So it's kind of hard decision being able to choose in between the two.
Yeah.
And I say on the recruitment side, man, I kind of made some bad decisions.
Okay.
Kind of chose the wrong route.
Okay.
So I thought I can be that divider or that mediator for a lot of kids, especially in my community.
Yeah.
And I started off with probably 2 kids in Manchester. Those were my
now. Hold on, I'm stop you there, yo. So what year was that? Give me that year though.
That was 2017.
Okay.
Yeah, so I started out 2017. It was just an experiment, man. I had been coaching at Greenville Middle and Greenville Middle High School in 2015.
Yeah.
And I just saw something, like probably, I would say a niche in the market of training, just seeing a lot of undeveloped kids in the sports, especially coaching football. I just saw a lot of undeveloped kids. And I went in probably my first year coaching in Greenville Middle School, and they had not been to the playoffs in probably 10 years.
Man.
And me and one of my friends, man, one actually played with me in high school. Both of us were first team all-region running backs.
Okay. You took that thing.
Yeah, we came in, coached Greenville Middle School, man. Took them to the first playoff since 10 years.
Man, get out of here.
Yeah, so I saw my talent and being able to help and develop kids then. And 2017, man, took 2 of my little cousins. Took them in, man, and really transformed their game.
Man.
Yeah, really transformed their game, man, and seeing their transformation over the years until their senior year, it was crazy. So I saw my talent in it and just stuck with it. Really.
And you wrote that thing, right? So so tell me about the name, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, give me the you know what I'm saying? Give me the insight, you know what I'm saying, why you chose that name, bro.
Yeah, if you know me, you know that I'm a God-fearing man, and I feel like I'm truly blessed, especially my situation and growing up and how I grew up as well.
Yeah.
My mother passed in 2014.
Okay.
I was 19 years old, still in college, man, and I feel like the way and the things that have happened in my life and where I am today, I'm truly blessed. So I had to start my business name off with blessed.
Yeah.
And I want to be a blessing to others as well.
Being
a blessing to others, I feel like being a blessing to others that shows that you're God sent. And also knowing that God has blessed you. So I feel like every step of the way I want to be blessed.
Right.
So when you hear the name and you see the organization and you see what I stand for, you know, I'm trying to be a blessing.
Yeah.
And whatever I touch is going to be blessed because God has blessed me.
There we go, man. Because I'm going to tell you something, man. You know, I truly believe, man, you know what I'm saying, man, God put us here, man, for service.
Yeah.
You feel me, man? So you know what I mean? I agree with what you're saying 100%, man, that, you know what I'm saying? So I love it, man. I'm going to tell you, brother, when I saw that, I'm like, what? I feel like I know what it means. Now I know what it means, big dog. So I dig that, man. So, all right, big, let's talk about training for a second. You know what I'm saying? But let's talk about the first time, man, that you trained somebody into now you training somebody. Yeah. You know what I mean? Let's talk about that personal growth with that.
Yeah, I think the personal growth is just going out, studying, preparing yourself, and knowing what's right and what's wrong.
Yeah.
You know, I post a lot of stuff on Facebook, and And a lot of times, you see people that, try to do the work, but really don't study, really don't figure out things in the new type of generation and the new studies and science on the work.
Yeah.
So I think me coming in, I might have been one of those guys that just was a coach. Had been coaching and I came coming in with coaching strategics. But then as I started reading, I started studying, started learning.
Yeah.
I started being able to be educated on how to actually train.
Yes, sir.
I think that build up from coming in, being a coach, and then actually moving, transferring over to being a trainer. That was able to help me in my transformation, how I am today, and rather than how I was.
Right. Because I'm going to tell you something, man. Coaching helped me, man. I think coaching helped me, from the voice standpoint.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I tell everybody, you got to have a coach's voice to train, because you got to command attention.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm about like you, brother, man. I remember when I first started training, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy how over the years I personally have developed. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I went from, so my goal is to kick your butt out here.
Yeah.
To now I'm like, no, that ain't my goal.
Right.
My goal is to make you a better athlete. You know what I mean? So, I love hearing people growth, you know what I'm saying, as far as being trainers.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, big dog. So, man, talk to me about recruiting. You know what I mean?
Okay, well, I've been doing recruitment for about 3 years now.
Okay.
I met up with a guy from Noonan, Georgia. His name is Derek Teagle. He has a program called Empowered for Life. And we was on the same page.
Somebody a football player?
Nah.
Well, you know.
Yeah, I know who you talking about.
Is it Stiegel or?
I think it's Stiegel.
It's Stiegel.
Yeah.
I mean, hold up, but I played with his brother. You ain't got me excited for a minute, my boy.
Yeah.
But go ahead, though.
Yeah, but I met up with him, man, and he surely opened my eyes about recruitment.
Okay.
And how to help these kids that I was training be able to get an opportunity to play on the next level. And I thought that would actually, open up opportunities for my business as well.
Yeah.
If I can make a kid better, I also wanted them to be able to take their talents to the next level and also be able to play on the next level. So linking up with him, man, I learned a lot about recruitment and learned a lot about how to connect with coaches and networking and being able to go out and promote and, having a background in marketing as well. So that was able to help me, promote and put kids out there.
So listen though, man. So, as far as schools, okay, I want to deal with recruitment a little more. So I know, man, that over the years, man, schools has multiplied, for colleges.
Right.
You know what I mean? Talk to me about that, man. Talk to me, so what have you seen change as far as like now? Because everybody focus on Division I. You know what I'm saying? What had changed now with schools now?
Yeah. I think that my eyes were open as well throughout the recruitment process and being able to see certain types of talents not be able to go Division I, maybe have to go to Division II school.
Yeah.
So just being able to see and know what Division I coaches may want, knowing what Division II coaches may want, and knowing that this style of player may have been better than the Division I player. But they may not have the measurables. They may not have the IQ. Maybe something that they may be lacking that a college coaches may not want. Okay. So that's what I try to teach my kids, especially the ones that I see every day, train every day and throughout the week, that it doesn't matter what level you go on. They say a dog is a dog.
Yeah.
If you go to school, perform, if you want to take it to the next level, maybe the pro level, you still get that opportunity no matter where you go, no matter what level it is. Because you have a D3 kid right now. He's the top offensive lineman in the NFL in his class. So and he played D3 football. Sometimes I think we get lost in that Division I, Division II, and we don't understand that. Man, if you're a dog, you're a dog.
Right.
You may not get that opportunity to go FBS. You may have to go FCS.
Right.
Just be thankful.
Yeah.
7% of kids get scholarships.
Man.
And I've been blessed in my program that almost, I say 90% of kids have earned scholarships.
Man.
And then I say at least 75% right now are in school actually playing.
Man, so get out of here.
Adding that recruitment side to my business, man, has really been a blessing and opened up my eyes on what coaches want, what coaches need, what I need to do to develop these kids into what a commodity for coaches.
So, all right, man, talk about that conversation you have with a kid, man. You know what I mean? Because a lot of kids desire to go to a bigger school or, you know what I'm saying? But talk about the conversation you have with a kid and be like, I think this a better fit for you.
Yeah. So the first question we ask a kid is, where would you like to play? What level you would like to play on? Are you willing to go out of state? And how far out of state are you willing to go? So once we know what level they want to play on, we try to show them what type of players, height, weight, size, strength, ability, those type of players on that level. Then we show them their height, their weight, their size, their abilities compared to players on every level. So we go D3, D2, then we say, where do you fit best?
Right.
Where do you see yourself, height, size, weight, ability, compared to these players? Where do you think you fit best? So that's how we get a better outlook off of showing them reality. Showing them someone that may be just like them, especially kids that probably are from the same school, maybe from the same area. You know, we try to show them a reality, and me as a trainer, I try to make sure I show them early. So if it's a chance we can get there, we can get there. And just being able to change ability, speed, change direction, you know, all that type of stuff in the sport, that can be a plus to a kid that may not have been that type of player coming into high school. Yeah, so
wow. So okay, so I'm gonna tell you, man. You know, I learned that, brother. I learned that, man. That, you know what I'm saying, athletes like the big picture. You know what I'm saying, like the you know what I'm saying, the bigger show, man. But the hardest thing to do for trainers or for coaches, you know, is to be real.
Right.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Because a lot of times we want them to feel like they can go. You know what I'm saying? But in a day, brother, that thing get paid for?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? You can get that thing paid for, man, or knock some of them dollar signs off that kind of tuition, boy, you winning.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So look, man, talk about support, man. Talk about supporting your family, man. I like to talk about, you know, how important, you know what I'm saying, family support is while you out here building your business.
My wife right now has been my biggest supporter, man. She has my back on everything that I do. And I try to make sure I run everything by her before I make moves. So she's been my biggest supporter right now. And I have a lot of other supporters, man, that's been with me from day one, especially my parents.
Yeah. I
love my parents that have been around since I started.
Yeah.
They've been loyal. They've been with me. They've had my back. And I have an uncle too, man. My uncle, he gonna ride or die for the program.
Right.
Because his son was one of my first trainees. You know, he was the one I started with, and he was the one I finished with. You know, I've been with for a while, so I like to thank those people for sure, and everyone that's around me that have been, you know, played a part in my success. And I want to thank all the coaches that have let me in.
Cause cause a little bit, they're gonna be my next thing though. So I'm gonna freeze you right there. Now, they're gonna be my next question though. Let's talk about, you know, it's a relationship with middle school coaches, high school coaches. You know what I mean? Because it's about them trusting what you do.
Right. I think that's one of the hardest things, man, as a trainer, to be able to build that bond and show that I'm not a harm, I'm not in the way. I want to be able to be a help. And I've had good experiences and I've had bad experiences. Because a lot of times my good experiences are from people that actually know what I do, actually done their research, actually go off of my performance. Yeah. Then I have people that have heard about me. Right. So, you know, you get those people that have heard about you and don't really know what you're doing, haven't really been around, maybe a new coach, somebody that just came in. Yeah. You know, they're a little skeptical because they may have had a different experience with a different trainer or a different type of recruiter in another city. Yeah. So, you know, sometimes I get that tag from those type of guys as you trainer guys. Right. So you trainer guys can be, you know, seem that's kind of like a nuisance. Like you trainer guys, or you can be in the way sometimes. Like you say, when you first come in, you come in as a coach with a coach mindset. You come in with that aggressive, but as a trainer, you start to learn that every kid can't be trained the same type of way. Every kid is not on the same level. And sometimes it takes time to build those kids up to a certain level. So I think sometimes that coach mindset, trainer mindset might be a little different because you or me may feel like, okay, I can work with this kid. You know, need a little more push and need a little more motivation. If I can get his footstep, you know, get him going this way, get him a little faster, he probably can be something.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But, you know, a lot of times us as coaches like, man, that joker there, man, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
But I've had good experiences and I've had some bad experiences. But gaining those relationships, I think just going in and talking first.
Mm-hmm.
If you able to go in and have those conversations with coaches, man, it's a whole lot different. Yeah. But if you let other people get to them before you get to them,
boy, trouble in paradise.
yeah.
In trouble. So, but I'm gonna tell you something, big dog. What I always, have always said over years is, man, my job here is to supplement. Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? Not to take over. I don't want to take over by far. You know what I'm saying? But what I want to do is, because it's something we always do here. When a kid come in, the first thing we ask them is, you know what I'm saying, what do y'all do at y'all facility? Right. Especially when we deal with the strength and conditioning, speed training, stuff like that. So my question is, what are y'all doing? Right? And so then we create our programs about what they're doing. Right. Like, for example, if a kid comes to us get more explosive, you know what I'm saying, we know they're just throwing something out. So they're squatting on Mondays. They ain't gonna squat with us. Right. You feel me? You know what I mean? And so here, man, we don't even do heavy squats because I know they're getting that over there. So my job is to deal with the, like I said, the auxiliary type stuff. You know what I'm saying? And so I think it's important, man, when the coaches realize that, you know what I'm saying, you're there to supplement. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna tell you something. I got a lot of coaches, but I'm sure you do too. And the first thing they tell us is, we don't have time. To do a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff, right. You know what I mean? And so that we come in at, right. You know what I'm saying, to supplement, you know what I mean, to give that athlete, some that extra stuff. Yeah. You know what I mean? So, all right, big dog. So, man, you know what I mean? Man, you went viral. Yeah. Man, tell me about, first of all, give me that viral moment. You know what I'm saying, when you went viral, man. Give me that one. Man. Yeah,
that was crazy, man. I didn't expect it.
Right.
I didn't even know.
Give me the story, though. Like, give me the viral story for those who don't know about it.
So, I trained my little cousin, man. Been training him for about 2.5 years now. Justice Terry, for those that may know him, Justice Terry. He was in the 8th grade at the time. Mm-hmm. Huge kid, about 6'5", 280. Mm-hmm. And I posted a video on Twitter. Okay. Tagged a lot of guys that I know have that kind of resource. And I say Rusty Manziel. He does a lot of reporting for Georgia. Okay. And him and Chad as well. Okay. Posted it on Twitter, and they caught on to it, man. And once they catch on to some things, and they promote a kid, especially a 6'5", 280 8th grader, it blows. And so happened that ESPN caught a hold on it too after that, man. Right. And the picture, it was just a picture, man. Right. And I just said, 8th grade, you all need to check them out. So a lot of people started asking for highlight tapes. So happened I had a little 8th grade highlight tape as well of them that I had chopped up. Because, when someone sees a kid, 6'5", 280 in the 8th grade, he's soft. Right. It got to be something. They're going to add something with it. Yeah. But when they saw that highlight tape, man, hey, he's the real deal. Right. He's the real deal. And when ESPN caught a hold to it, man, I didn't even know ESPN posted stuff like that. Right. But, I guess when it's something that big, man, you have to report it. Yeah. You got to report it, man. Yeah. It was exciting. It was real exciting, especially for our area, Manchester. Mm-hmm. Small town. Yeah. Nothing like that has ever happened. We probably had, I think we had one All-American, McDonald All-American, Gavotton and Barber back in the day, but that was probably the biggest thing we had ever seen. So man, having the city turned up a little bit. Yeah, it surely did, man. Right. Having him blow up like that was a blessing, especially for our town, man. Okay. Kind of put our name out there on the map, and hopefully, man, over the years, it'll put some other kids in position, because there's some talent in Manchester, man. Yeah. There's some talent in Manchester, so hopefully that carries over and we get a few more, viral moments. Right. Yeah. Right. So, what did that do for your mojo, man? What it did for me, man, was just push me to know that anything is possible. Yeah. And if I can it had over, man, it probably had more likes than anything on the ESPN page. Dang. Had probably over 700,000 likes. So to be able to touch that many people with what I do, man, was a blessing. Yeah. And it helped me know that I'm probably doing the right thing right now. Right. Man. And being able to help, man, kids, and not only kids, but family members push themselves to another level and bring hope to people that probably didn't have that type of hope, that probably thought, man, nothing like this ever happened for our little small town.
Yeah.
Nobody like that, nothing like that'll happen for a kid in our area. Now I think, man, just seeing that has driven a lot of kids in the community to think bigger. And it also has driven me to think bigger. Just being able to see what you got going on, man.
Appreciate
and
that.
being able to push myself into just being where you are. That's one thing I want to be able to just continue dreaming and thinking bigger.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. But I'm going to tell you just how me you talking off camera earlier. I'm always, because people ask me the same thing, like, Kane, how do you get there, blah, blah. And I said, first of all, I'm not done.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? My job, because, man, bro, I'm going to tell you how I always see it, man. So there's somebody that I'm looking at.
Right.
You feel me? There's somebody looking at you saying, I want the same thing he got. You feel me? You know what I mean? So it's a process to everything we doing. So, and my word to everybody who I've talked to is, just keep going. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because the moment you stop, the moment it stops. Right. You know what I'm saying? So big dog is keep going, man, and keep collabing. So I think, you and I going to end up doing things together, because it's all about, to me, it's how I feel, man. It's all about, it's a collabing. Right. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Because stuff I can learn from you. Right. You feel me? I'm just as things, you can learn from me, man. So I think that's the biggest thing. Sure. It just collabing. So let me ask you this, man. You know what I mean? So when do you know when to collab with somebody?
Usually, man, I like to look around, I like to follow people and see if it's something in my spirit to tell me, man, this guy, this woman, or whatever, this kid, no matter who it is, man, it's something in my spirit that shows me that these are the type of people I want to be around and the type of people I want to work with. Especially you, man. I've been following you for a while.
Appreciate it, big dog.
I love your energy, love your spirit.
Appreciate that,
I can tell, man.
Appreciate that.
You're somebody I want to learn from and be around.
Man. Yeah, man, I appreciate that.
Type of energy and positive spirit, that's what I cling to. So that's how I know if it's a good collab. Just spirit and energy.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. I love some energy now. Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, boy, you scared when you came in my building a while ago. You talking about some energy, but that ought to be some energy right there, big dog. But man, it's crazy though, man. So let me ask you this, man. You know what I'm saying? So if you got a message, man, you know what I'm saying, to athletes, man, or to people, who are inspiring to be great. What's that message you giving them?
Like you said, man, never give up. Because once you give up, it's over.
Yeah.
I have kids now, man, that are still fighting 2-3 years into college and may have messed up, may have failed, still trying, but still succeeding. So once you give up, man, it's over. So my motivation is to never give up and I always work hard. I always put the work in. Because if you giving up, if you going but you half doing it, it ain't gonna work either.
It ain't gonna work at all.
Yeah, but if you going hard and you never giving up, no matter if you fail, you fall, as long as you get back up and keep going hard, things will work out.
They'll pick up. So big dog, transfer portal, man. I know you've been watching, hearing about, you know what I'm saying, man. Man, it's a conversation that I love to talk to people about, man. Give me your, you know what I'm saying, your feel on the transfer portal.
Me doing recruitment and training, man, I'm able to see a lot.
Yeah.
So I'm able to see what's actually going on within the transfer portal, recruitment-wise. Having probably over 2,000 kids in the transfer portal. And these may be FBS kids, FCS kids. They having to go to D2 school. Or FBS kids having to go to FCS schools. So it's kind of been hurting high school kids. Having all those kids in the transfer portal, because if a college coach can get somebody that has experience and that they were already a higher level than what they used to having, I'm gonna offer that kid. So it's kind of been hurting a lot of my kids on being able to have those bigger offers.
Because let me tell you something, man. Prime said something, and you know, Coach Prime. He had said something, man, the other day. You know what I mean? Because they were asking about recruiting, and he said, man, he has a 40-40-20 rule. Where he doing 40% transfer portal, 20% high school, and the other 40. What was the other doggone 40?
Might have been JUCO.
JUCO.
Yeah.
Exactly what it is, man.
JUCO.
So, okay, man. So hearing that, man, so to me, okay, it seemed like, and again, you would know more about this because you're dealing with recruiting. It seemed like to me, man, that's making it super tough for the high school kids.
Yeah, it is. So with those, a lot of schools have that rule right now.
Really?
They're trying to take advantage of this extra year everybody is getting. So kids got extra years, and now they can play 4 or 5. They can play 6 years. Man, you got 6-year seniors out there.
Out there coming out their edge.
Some 7-year seniors, man.
Yeah.
They taking those kids over high school kids. But you have your D3 programs, D2 programs, JUCO programs, prep schools. They living life right now.
Man.
Because now a lot of kids probably gonna have to go prep.
Yep.
Just so they can have an extra year and get ready to maybe go Division I or maybe go D2. So they living large right now. Those D3 schools.
I ain't think about it like that, though.
So those D3 schools, they offer just about everybody with a good GPA because now they know, man, they probably gonna have to go lower than what they thought.
Yeah.
Now I probably can get me a D2, a D1, LCS, FBS player. So in a way it's hurting, but it's helping some kids get into college. But for those that, probably would be going D3, JUCO, prep, it kind of hurting those. They basically pushing them out of the loop all over.
God.
So that's what I try to tell my kids now, man. Just be thankful for anything.
Man.
Whatever you get, just go take that opportunity and let's see what happens. Mm-hmm. And hopefully God bless that opportunity that you get.
Right.
So that's my biggest motivation right now for kids, man. Just be thankful.
Just be thankful,
because
boy.
It's some people out here getting nothing.
Golly. So everything really trickling down.
Yeah, everything trickling down, man. Everything trickling down.
Because I'm going to tell you, when he said that, I was like, but hold up. Boy, I mean, these high school kids now, they're going to have to, they're going to come with it now.
If you don't have stars, it's going to be hard for you. Man. It's going to be hard for any kid that don't have any star. If you're not a 3-star, 4-star, 2-star, if you don't have a star, it's going to be hard for you right now.
God.
And I think that's the grand thing about our program is having connection with coaches and having an outlet for kids that, maybe we'll take some of their guys because we trust what they do and their mentorship, and we know they're going to have some good kids. They got some kids that's probably been mentored, and we don't have to worry about attitudes.
Right.
There's some kids, we can truly trust.
Right.
And, that's something I love about the program is for our kids, it's a name that we've built over the years from kids that have went to school.
Okay.
Now they can call and say, who do you all have right now that you all think of could be a good fit for our school. So that's a good thing. And we might have a school that comes in and offers everybody just off of a program name. And that could be a place where a kid goes now, to do a year or two and make sure that he gets into a program. Right. And not sitting at home
hopeless.
Hopeless, right.
Yeah. Wow, Zers, man. So okay, man. Okay, so with the transfer portal, big dog, how long is this process gonna last? You think?
I think until they make some new rules. A lot of kids able to it used to be kids couldn't transfer out and play as soon as they get there. Right. So now kids can transfer in. They can play right as soon as they get there, they can start playing. Yeah. As soon that next year come, they all right. There's no restrictions. So I think when that restriction come back, that you transfer, you're gonna have to go lower to play, or you're gonna have to go here for you to play. You can't go from Georgia to LSU, and be able to play next year. Mm-hmm. So when those restrictions come back, I think it'll start dying down. But until then, it's gonna still be wild.
It's gonna be chaos out here, man.
Kids can just leave and then play right after, man.
Because I'm telling you, man, I've noticed a lot of kids done got in that transfer portal, man. Yeah. Now, okay, give me the negatives to you of a kid. Or here we go. You know what I mean? A lot of kids really don't understand the transfer portal, to be real. You know what I mean? So give me the negative of going in there.
I think the negatives are not knowing if you're going to get anything.
Right.
Like I said, it's almost over 2,000 kids in the transfer portal. And a lot of those are good athletes.
Yeah.
So these college coaches can go look at that and find who they want to find in the transfer portal. And I have some kids that are in college and they went into the transfer portal. And a lot of those kids had to go down because you're not going to bounce straight from Kentucky and probably go straight over to South Carolina.
Right.
Unless you that type of player.
Right.
Unless you have that type of connection. You Spencer Rattler, you got that kind of connection.
Yeah.
You probably hop from Oklahoma and go straight over
and
to
go to
South
somebody.
Carolina.
Yeah.
But if you don't have that film or playing time at these schools, it's not a good idea
to jump in that thing.
It's the first thing I ask a kid when they'll text me. They ask for advice. Like, man, I'm thinking about going into the transfer portal. And the first 3 questions is, do you have your film ready? How much film you got this year? And I ask them again, like, are you willing to go down a level? Because you might have to go down to maybe from FBS to FCS or maybe FCS, HBCU, may have to go down D1, D2.
Yeah.
You never know what you're going to have to do. So if you're willing to do all those things, okay, go ahead.
Go ahead and do that thing.
Or I may, we may talk around and see what's the best option before we give a kid advice to go into the transfer portal.
Right. So, okay, man, a couple I want to hit on too, big dog. Okay, NIL. Give me that, man. Give me your, first of all, man, when you heard it was coming and then you saw it, man, you know what I mean? What went through your mind, big dog?
I'm one of those type of people that I love innovation and I love to see things grow.
Yeah.
And I love to see new opportunities. Because I truly believe, man, that if your head is on, it's going to be on regardless of what's in front of you. These kids out here working 9 to 5s in college.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They actually playing sports and they got to go work a 9 to 5 to make sure they make ends meet and make sure they can eat or make sure they can pay whatever they have to pay because they might not have the support. Mm-hmm. But I feel like, for some kids, this might have opened up a outlet where they don't have to work as hard to make that same amount of money. They might probably were working at Applebee's or they were working at Chili's or they was out at probably McDonald's or they working wherever they were working. Because I've seen kids, man, playing athletics and they working at Kia or working night shifts. Man, and almost can't even get up and go to school in the next morning because they've been working all night. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I look at things like that, man. Yeah. For those type of kids, this can help, help them.
Help them out.
Help them out and not be so hard and so much on them. They able to make some money.
Make some money. So what about policing it, man? You know what I'm saying? Now, do you think it's going to ever get to the point where you're like, oh, my God, man, these kids are getting crazy money now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's kind of affecting recruiting. It's kind of, you know what I mean? I mean, what about that aspect of it?
Man, it's knowing recruitment.
I mean, they've been doing it anyway, dog.
So much.
They've been doing it anyway.
I think, man, being able to do it legal open up doors for other schools.
Yeah.
Because you got schools that, man, they may not have those illegal connections to do it.
Right.
But now they got some legal ways that they can, man, offer some money to some kids. But I think it's going to have to be policed in a certain way. And me personally, man, I really don't think too much is too much. You got YouTube stars. You got these kids making millions off of YouTube.
Yes.
TikTok.
Tell you about that TikTok.
You got those type of Disney stars. It's just been kids making money for years.
Right.
Now it's just moving over to the athletic realm.
Mm-hmm.
So, but you seen what making all that money has done to those kids stars. So it's just gonna have to be advisory.
There we go.
And mentors and being people around them with good mindset, being able to help them manage their money, manage their priorities, and manage everything that has come their way. Because I take Bryce Young as an example.
Okay.
All the money that they say he was making before the season started, look at his performance now. You hadn't heard anything bad about it.
Nothing.
That kid probably had some good advisory, some good people in his circle, making sure that everything works out for him. So I think the policing is going to have some people, making sure that these kids are advised right.
Right.
Making sure that they have some people in their lives that giving them good advice.
They're going to be key because, just like in basketball, it's an overtime league.
Yeah.
Same type thing, man. These kids are 16, 17-year-old making 6 figures. But again, you know, hats off to them, man, because they're doing it right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They are putting people around them to help them with their finances. They are putting people around them to help them, you know what I'm saying, like for investing.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I think that's going to be the key part.
And I went to Florida State, and they had a presentation on their NIL program.
Okay.
And I think things like that are going to be able to help the kids, having colleges doing the advisory and making sure that they manage and making sure that they know, and maybe even having a class on NIL for athletes once they move into college, come into college, have that as an elective, a class that they can take to learn ways to prioritize and manage.
That makes sense. So Big Dog, okay, so when Travis, when Travis, you know what I'm saying, flipped it and you know what I'm saying, ended up committing to Jackson State, Big Dog. You know, a lot of people thought that the reason why he did it was because of the NIL. You know what I mean? What you think about that, man? Do you think that so I get what I'm saying is, you know, every school is not going to have the resources. I don't know if it's true or not. Coach Prime said it was. You know what I mean? I don't know if it's true or not, but you know, what you thinking, dog?
Man, the crazy thing is I've been around Travis all summer, man.
For real?
Yeah, because 2 of my kids are being recruited by Florida State. So, man, we've been around Travis all summer.
Yeah.
Like all summer, man.
Yeah.
Like every time we went to Florida State,
He was there.
He was there.
Yeah.
Chilling, having a good time. So I didn't expect it.
Okay.
Like when I say we've been around him all summer,
he said nothing about it.
He said nothing about it, man. So that was crazy to me.
Right.
And I don't know what happened.
Right.
I really don't know what happened, man. Because when he was at Florida State, every time we were with him, seemed like a happy kid. Now.
Yeah.
It seemed like, man, this is where I want to go. But I'll say, man, I think the environment started to disperse once they started losing. Because we were there for the Notre Dame and Florida State game.
Okay.
And man, you can feel it in the air.
Feel something different.
You just feel something different with all the recruits, man.
Really?
Yeah, you can feel something different. And I hate stuff like that, man.
Yeah.
But I feel like, man, you gotta win, man.
Bottom line.
You gotta win, man.
Bottom line, man.
You gotta win.
Bottom line. And Coach Prime said something too on the interview, Big Dog. He was like, for years, man, Florida State has been using him to recruit in Florida State.
Exactly.
He said, so why can't I do it for myself in my program?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And, you know, I tell people, I said, listen, I don't know if Prime them offer him. I mean, if they did, so what? Because it's legal now. But on top of that, who wouldn't want him?
Right. Who wouldn't want to play for him?
Man. Because he changed the game right now. You know what I'm saying? What college you went to?
I went to Georgia Southwestern.
Yeah. So I went to, Savannah State, man. So I'm familiar with the, it's an HBCU, you know what I'm saying, vibe, man. And so what he doing, you know what I mean? I'm talking about that for a minute too, man. You know what I mean? It's national conversation right now, about what he doing, you know what I mean, for the HBCU programs, man. Now, give me your take on that, Big Dog.
I love what he doing, for sure. I love his energy. Like I say, I'm a spirit energy type person, man.
Yeah.
And when you give kids that spirit and that energy, it gives them hope. And that's all he doing right now. He giving kids hope on people that's gonna understand them. Because that's something I see in the recruitment world, especially like the transfer portal.
Yeah.
A lot of kids go in and you may get coaches that didn't recruit you. You may get coaches that come in because head coaches got fired.
Yeah.
So you get those situations where people don't really relate or understand the kid. And some coaches have rules, man, that other coaches didn't have when they came in.
Right.
And I don't want to speak on Kobe's situation that much, but he basically verbalized like, man, it's a misunderstanding going on.
I saw that.
The type of person I am. So when you got people like that coming in, it's kind of hard on kids to actually be themselves. And having somebody like Prime in, he been that type of kid. And I saw 30 for 30 on him, and he was basically speaking like these people don't understand me.
They don't understand me.
On this 30 for 30. So having that type of person that can relate to the kids and not criticize them or reconcile them or rebuke them for the things that they do that may be a little too flashy.
Yeah.
You know, it may be, you know, maybe celebration. Now you don't celebrate out here. We have class. So it's a lot of different things that I think that Prime able to understand and able to cope with kids and talk to kids about it. And actually being real with them. Because you know when somebody being real and somebody being fake to us.
You already know.
If you can sit down with me man to man in a room by ourselves and we can have that conversation, and it ain't always calling me out, you know, maybe in the public, maybe around the team, you maybe can call me in a room, hey man, let's sit down and talk about this thing. And I can see that he's that type of coach.
Yo, I'm gonna tell you something though, man. And as soon as I saw Kobe was going in the transfer board, I'm gonna be honest, man. I wouldn't overlook JSU.
Yeah.
If I were him. You know, now I ain't saying like I'm like you, I haven't even talked to Kobe.
Yeah.
Big dog. But I'm telling you, man, the bar that Coach Prime is setting right now, you know what I'm saying? He's setting that high bar, man, where man, he's going to get a lot of these kids.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Simply because, you know what I mean, for one, you know, everybody want, and people say want to say, man, you know what I'm saying? Everybody want that light on them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And he bringing that light.
Right.
He bringing that light, and he, you know, not only that, man, you know, I read some other day, man, I think he made the city like an extra $30 million.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So this impact we talking about.
Yeah, impact for sure.
You feel me? You feel me, man? So you know what I mean. So I think the impact he bringing. So you know, I think he gonna scoop a lot of these kids who's in that transfer portal because he bringing that light.
Right.
He bringing that light to him, man. So big dog. So you know what I'm saying? At the end of every show, you know, so I always, you know, get the person to leave the viewers, the listeners, something positive. You know what I'm saying, man? Drop it to them right now. Give them something, big dog.
My motivation for everyone, I actually do motivation for the day,
Okay.
you know, on my Facebook sometime. But I want to motivate everyone to encourage somebody today. Just encourage somebody around you today to chase their dreams, to do something that they've been talking about they were going to do maybe last year, maybe the year before, and they just haven't done.
Okay.
Maybe go out and get that degree. Maybe go out and just learn a new skill.
Yeah.
Maybe go ahead and give her that ring.
Yeah.
You know, go ahead, man. Encourage
put a ring
somebody
on
to
it.
go out and encourage somebody to take that next step.
Yeah.
Whatever that may be. If you want to get closer to God, you want to, you know, get closer to whoever it is.
Yes, sir.
You know, go out and take that next step today. Don't wait, because you never know when it'll be over.
Right.
So go out, encourage, do it, get it done. Don't wait another year, another day, or another minute. Go ahead and start.
Go ahead and get it.
Yeah, go
I
get it.
love it, big dog. I love it. Big dog, you like to say, you and I going to link some more, man. You know we are. We're going to chat some more, going to do more sports talk, too.
Sure,
you know what I'm saying? Definitely going to do more of that, man. So, big dog, man, plug your social media, man, so we can get all that.
You can follow me on all social media platforms at Blessed S.A.Q, and that's lowercase. Everything is lowercase. Blessed S.A.Q. And I have the 9 on there. 9 is my favorite number. You know, so Blessed S.A.Q. And also on my website as well, blessedsa9.com.
Yes, sir. Man, appreciate you, man.
Yeah, man. Thank you for having me.
Man, it's all love, man. It's all love, man. Yo, listen, everybody. Man, thank y'all for tuning in. Y'all know what it is, baby. Zip 'em up.